Thank you for joining me again, Pet. As we begin our time together this week, please consider subscribing so you will be notified of our future episodes. I appreciate every moment you spend with me so very much, my love. Now, let's get started. Yes, Alfred. I can only talk for a moment. I'm in the waiting room of the psychiatrist's office. She should be finished with her appointment any time now. Is everything all right?
Yes, sir. I wanted to give you an update on our investigation into the man who was at the scene of your lady's car accident last week.
Oh yes, that sick motherfucker. He thought he could put his hands on my girl while she laid helpless and vulnerable. I swear, he was about to violate her. I know I would have killed him if I was not busy saving a life.
His name is Seth Atwood. He actually lives just down the road from the estate. We've obtained a copy of his record. He's had some minor traffic violations, cannabis possession in college, house parties violating noise ordinances, nothing major. He is, however, a musician in a band that we've learned she is a big fan of. His band is called Captain Oates.
Captain Oates, yes, I've heard of them.
She has attended many of his concerts, and she purchased a t-shirt with the band's logo on it just last month. Now, it is entirely possible she did not recognize him the night of the accident. She was likely in shock from the whole ordeal. But I know you wanted us to find any possible connection he might have with her. That's what we have found so far.
Thank you for letting me know. I bet he thinks because he's a rock star he can get away with anything. He better hope he told me the truth and he was just trying to help her. But the way his arms were around her while she was trapped and bleeding, the way his body was on top of hers, I'm telling you, Alfred, it didn't look good. Thank you for the update. Please leave a copy of your report on my desk. Keep on him, and I'll be doing my own investigation this week as well. We must do everything we can to protect her.
Of course, sir. Her safety is our #1 priority.
Hello, Dr. Mackenzie. Hi, my love. How did it go?
It was a pleasure getting to know this lovely lady. She's clearly had a hard couple weeks, but did a great job with my cognitive function tests, passed with flying colors. Miss, you're a very smart girl, I have to hand it to you. You've been through quite an ordeal, and it's normal to be shaken up for a while. But I have a good feeling you are going to bounce back and feel like your old self again very soon. I have suggested she try eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy to help her process the trauma from her accident. It is a lot like hypnosis.
Oh yes. Yes, she loves hypnosis.
Oh, perfect. I suggest that as well as talk therapy, and really everything she can do, or not do, to take it easy for a while. The less stress, the better.
Great. Thank you, Doctor. Pet, can you go wait in the car, please? I want to settle up our bill with Dr. Mackenzie. This won't take long.
Oh, don't worry about the bill, sir. You know I'm a big fan. Plus, you just saved her life. Consider this on the house.
That is very generous of you, Dr. Mackenzie. I do want to pay you for your services, though, because unfortunately, I do believe she will need to come back soon. I know you said she seemed mentally stable, but I have to share some details with you that apparently she left out during your appointment. I know it's not customary to hear outside information without the patient's knowledge. But I hope since we are such good friends and you know you can trust my intentions, that it might be okay in our case.
Well, let me think. Yes, it's not customary, no. But you are right. I know you only have the best intentions for her. You saved her life just last week. You were her real-life superhero, so... Yes, I think in this particular circumstance, it will be okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Of course. So what's going on?
Well, all those bandages you saw on her hands just now, her injuries are not all from the car accident. There was an incident the other night. An incident where she actually cut herself. Doctor, it was really scary. She cut her fingers badly. She didn't mention anything about it to anyone, didn't even put bandages on. She just sat down bleeding at the dinner table like a horror movie.
Shit. No, she didn't mention that. That's very disturbing.
I'm very worried. There have been other odd things as well. Like just this morning, she tried to leave for your appointment in just a nightgown. I had to usher her back upstairs to put on real clothes. And just in general, she's become very quiet and rather jumpy. She almost acts like I'm going to hurt her. It's strange.
Yes, especially since you are such a safe and loving person in her life. A car accident can of course be traumatic, but has anything else been going on lately that might contribute to her instability?
Well, I hate to mention this because it is still under investigation and I know it's embarrassing for her. But when I arrived at the scene of her accident, there was a man who was at her driver's side door. He had his arms around her. He was half on top of her. Truly, it looked like he was about to take advantage of her. And I don't even know if he already had the chance to assault her in any way before I got there. He could have easily groped her, or worse. She won't talk about it. Anyways, I screamed at him and he ran off like a coward. So right now, I really don't know what happened. But I thought it was important information for you to have going forward in your treatment. You may very well be dealing with a woman who just experienced sexual assault on the same night as a terrifying car accident.
Oh no. That's beyond terrible. This does change things. I'm really glad you told me this. It lets me know that she's likely experiencing complex PTSD, a more severe form of post-traumatic stress disorder. She may be experiencing it in waves, which can be common for severe trauma, which could explain why she did so well in our exam just now. I think it would be smart to schedule a follow-up appointment for next week. Please call me if she has any more episodes of self-harm. She may end up needing some medication to get back on her feet, but let's see how she does this week.
Thank you, doctor. I appreciate your concern. Here is my credit card. I really should get going.
No need. We're friends. I'm happy to help her however I can. Your lady is lucky to have a good guy like you looking out for her.
I'll make sure to return the favor. I have a film premiere next week at the Chinese Theater. I will put you and your wife on the list as my personal guests.
Thanks for the invite. That sounds amazing.
You take care of me, I'll take care of you. I'm sorry that took so long, Pet. His credit card machine wasn't working. Listen, I'm glad the appointment went well, but I need to let you know something. Dr. Mackenzie pulled me aside before I left, because he wanted me to know he is actually quite worried about you. You passed the cognitive test, sure, but really most children can do that. It just means that you know what year it is, and how to do simple math. He told me it is clear you experienced pretty severe trauma. Hitting your head in the accident was likely a big part of that. What? Of course you hit your head, Pet. You just don't remember it. Pet, stop being silly. You hit your head. What else could possibly explain the way you've been acting out? I'm sure you're not telling me you've been doing all this in your right mind. I'm sure that's not what you're trying to say. You hit your head. It's not up for discussion anymore. Look, Dr. Mackenzie even told me he was concerned you might harm yourself. I didn't tell him about you cutting yourself the other night. I think you should tell him about it yourself. I made a follow-up appointment for you for next week. You may need to go on medication. Don't look at me like that, Pet. Medication is nothing to be ashamed of. If it will help you through this difficult time, it's worth it. Don't you think? You're too precious to me to ignore your cries for help. I want to see your beautiful smile again. Show that smile to me. Come on, you're so pretty. Oh, come on, little princess. Smile. Yes, there it is. God, your lips. The way your cheeks curl up and your dimples. You really have no idea what it does to me. It's like a drug. You are my drug of choice. You know you are my most beautiful, most prized possession. I won't ever give up on you. Ever. So we are going to do what we have to do to get you back to your old self. No matter what it takes. When we get home, I want you to take it easy like the doctor said. Perhaps have a massage in your new spa. Just relax for the rest of the day. But tomorrow, we do need to have a discussion. It is important. You have dodged this question ever since the night of your car accident. And I've tried to be patient, but I need to know what happened with the man who was at your car door when I got there. I need to know if you have any idea who he is. I need to know if he was forcing himself on you, if he hurt you. I need to know every single detail, no matter how hard it is to tell me, no matter how embarrassing. I need the truth. If he violated you in any way, if he lied to me, I promise you, I will destroy him. I will believe you, no questions asked, and I will destroy his life in ways he never thought possible. Oh, I won't call the cops, no. No, I won't call any authorities. But I will make him wish I had. When I'm through with him, he'll be praying for the safety that jail could provide. I'll show him what happens to liars. No one fucks with my princess. No one fucks with me. So rest tonight, my sweet. Tomorrow, you are going to tell me the truth. Now, before you go, there is something I want to talk to you about quickly. As our story together goes on, you may notice that things might get a bit rough and quite dark at times. I want you to know that you are safe with me. You're safe because this is a controlled environment where no one can actually hurt you. But it is important to me to let you know that I never want you to be treated this way in your real life. If anyone does speak to you like this or make you feel unsafe in any way, it is absolutely unacceptable. It is abusive and actually quite dangerous. I really do care about you and always want you to be safe. On an entirely different note, I also want you to know that if you'd like to spend even more time together, we can now do so on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere podcasts are found. I hope you will join me. If you enjoy our time together, pet, please do remember to like, subscribe and share this audio with your horrible friends. I really love you, my princess, and I do this all for you.